My cipher keeps rolling like the stolen bike of an alcoholic hoodlum with no goals in life.
That came after the dismantlement of New Black Power movement. And like, you know, I wanted to, you know, because before we got on anything conscious, you know, niggas was rapping about any and everything, street shit, music, females.
Just the shit, like, not necessarily any and everything, but the shit that we grew up around.
Yeah, shit that we grew up around, you know what I mean? And like...
And what we see making the next record.
Exactly. Not even just that, 'cause like, you know, the small shit that we were still living it, you know what I mean? But like, you know, I wasn't, like, the conscious shit that I would make was something specialty, you know what I mean? Like, I'll make a conscious song about some shit I seen on the news back then, but then I'll be like, damn, Blue can make that too? Like, it was them type of moments.
Street songs too.
Yeah.
But he can still make these.
Yeah.
These, you know what I'm saying, prolific ass.
Yeah, but when I
enemy ass.
Yeah, but when I switched up, you know what I mean? I got on that full time. You know, a lot of people got confused. A lot of people that was introduced to me through that and didn't understand when, you know, I might snap out and get on some some ratchet shit, get it tuned on, you know what I mean?
Right.
But some pictures might come out, or we might drop a song or something, and motherfuckers be like,
crazy shit going on.
What the fuck? Yeah. It's like I never left that. It's just, you know, I ain't gonna say it was an act or anything. It was just, you know, we knew the platform that we was presenting and what we was standing on came with some respect, came with some understanding, and it came with some knowledge, and you had to respect that and honor that.
Right, sure.
You feel what I'm saying? So when I stood on that platform, I gave it my all, and I respected it, and I did it with the blessings of people that understood the ancestors. You know what I mean? Like, I can get real deep with that shit. You feel what I'm saying? So like, I ain't do no fake fake fronting with it. And when I fell back, I meant I fell back. You feel what I'm saying? And like, when I did step back to the front was when a black man got killed in my city. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I didn't give a fuck if I was on crutches, if I could barely walk, if I was on a cane. I remember we was marching from the police this past summer. We was marching from the county city building, not county city, from the county jail, from the police station to the county city building. And people, and I'm just like 2016. Right. You feel me? All black, thugging, hair tied up with a t-shirt on. You feel what I'm saying? I got my cane this time though. And motherfuckers looking at me like, Blue, why you ain't get a car with all the pastors and all the kids? I said, I came here for a march.
That's it.
That's what I'm here. And then while everybody marching on the sidewalk, I'm marching in the street. I wish one of you motherfuckers would hit me. I'm marching between the cars. Black fist in there and my cane up looking at everybody. Say something.
In other words, ain't shit changed. Ain't shit changed.
But I press that button, I'm going to press that button and we're going to go live with it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because I done been in the Elkhart, you know, when Trump came here and like, ain't got shit in South Bend is a liberal city. It's liberal Democrats, right? Elkhart? Boy, I had to leave my damn self from that motherfucking place when Donald Trump came down there. They told me this the year after he came to South Bend. And motherfuckers was like, Blue, we heard about what happened at the first one. I called some of my West Side niggas in on that one. Hey, these white folks up here tripping, bro, slide. You know what I'm saying? Right. We on bullshit at South Bend. We called you. Come across the street on my mama, we gonna beat y'all ass. We on bullshit. You feel me? So like when he said, bro, don't get on that on Elkhart, bro. So we start walking. I made my promise. No, I'm working under the I Teach campaign as well. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be cool. You feel what I'm saying? Man, we hit the corner and I see these kids. Mind you, he went to an elementary school and did his rally. I see these little Mexican kids coming just in the neighborhood. It's around 4 o'clock. Kids getting out of school, they gonna be outside. Little Mexican kids going home, and these white people is lining up going into the school, and they just yelling at them, "Go back to Mexico, illegals, aliens."
It's a fucking kids,
bro. On my mama, I'm a great uncle.
Bro,
I don't wear this top hat for no reason. I'm a real deal great uncle, bro. I got, you feel what I'm saying?
It's fucking kids,
you feel me?
I
I don't play about kids, bro.
Bro.
up.
I don't play by, bro. My mama, you colonizing, pilgrim ass, sick disease. Everything y'all touch is death, disease, and destruction. Pointing at everybody. I don't give a fuck if they was young, old, kids, all that. I said, like I was going crazy. Because like I refused to like that was the whole reason I stepped into activism, because I wanted to be the voice of people that couldn't speak up for themselves. I wanted to be the one that y'all got something going on in my neighborhood, we gonna know about it.
For sure.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's how I linked in with Regina Preston. I thought they was trying to do a neighborhood watch type of thing. Y'all, well shit, what y'all trying to watch?
Yeah. What's really going on?
What's going on in my hood? So I can go tell my people.
For sure.
You feel me? So like that came into it became a real serious situation of just becoming a middleman of like, listen, how can we connect our community, which ended up becoming Community Prime, and actually trying to be the connection in the midway of what's going on in our city and how we connect it back to the community to make sure that we receive the same resources, opportunity, and fairness that's going on in our city with our people.
Now with Community Prime, I wanted to know what is like what services does it like? What services?
Community Prime, we cover. So our main focuses is data collection, which is like canvassing, phone calling, data collecting, data. I don't want to say the wrong shit we have right now. But,
We definitely in that zone.
yeah, you feel what I'm saying? We in Michigan. But nah,
Right.
no, yeah. But no, like data, like canvassing. One thing we just did this past thing was just making phone calls for poll workers to work the polls for the election.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So like last year I was working under another contracting company with the city. So my company is an independent contracting company. You know what I mean? Independent minority contracting company as well. And basically what we do is just contract we're also with the city, we're also with businesses, startup companies, brands and stuff like that. And just provide resources and opportunities. Same thing with Trap Sauce, you know. And people know what we did with that. We created Grab the Mic TV. We had our main office on Michigan and Indiana, which housed artists and provided studio time and things like that. Sure. And which our main focus is just we provide resources and opportunity for the success of startup businesses and stuff like that. So rather that's doing door hangers, that's contracting on different projects with the city. Rather that's and that can go from, like I said, data collection, which is a whole world of universe and shit. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? That's just, you know, that's just talking your way and networking into things and providing and figuring out what services I can provide for you. You feel what I'm saying? And then we also do voter registration, voter education, like I just said. So that right there is going into just letting the community know, you know, I hate when black folks say our vote don't count. They
more than just us say that, but yeah, we say that often.
Oh yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
We say that shit often.
No, especially with us, you feel what I'm saying? Because when it comes to the local election, you know, you know, the local election is the main thing that count, because you got to realize your kids go to these public schools.
True indeed.
These people represent your community.
It's money. Ride these buses.
You feel what I'm saying? The money gonna go to these motherfucking streets that's in your community. You know what I mean? These people represent you at the end of the day. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, like, you know, marijuana has been decriminalized in Indianapolis. Been decriminalized, small amounts of marijuana been decriminalized in Marion County. Our prosecutor didn't do it for St. Joe County. We can vote him out.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? We can vote out some of these judges. I remember when I was younger, they used to talk about some of these judges was giving out numbers on purpose. The motherfuckers giving niggas football numbers for shit on purpose, trying to rank up and shit. Yeah, we can vote them out.
True. That's shit that we don't ever
gotta be done.
You feel what I'm saying?
We should be doing. Like, if it's one way that you want to get back at somebody, vote against their ass. You ain't gotta do nothing crazy. If it's a judge or something that you feel like wrongfully convicted you,
and fellas can vote in the state of Indiana.
Word?
See what I'm saying? Fellas can vote in the state of Indiana.
Not a lot of people know that.
Trap the vote.
Know that.
Now you know.
See what I'm saying?
I didn't know that.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So like that's one of the things we working on. There's so remember how we had Black Lives Matter, right? Back then, and like, so it's a new thing coming from, I think, Diddy camp called Trap the Vote. And that's one thing that we about to try to adopt, just like Black Lives Matter, and bring that.
What did he have going on a long time?
Just
Vote or Die.
No, Vote or Die. Yeah, Vote or Die. Then y'all remember the summit they just had with Killer Mike going crazy with T.I. and all them?
Yeah,
that was the trap.
snapped on the lady.
That was the Trap the Vote summit.
Okay.
That was the trap. They taking the same platform as the Black Lives Matter. You feel what I'm saying? So what we trying to do is adopt our own version of Trap the Vote 574, and present that 2020 with the city, and try to see a way that we can actually engage and let the African American, urban African American community of South Bend, let them know the statistics of our of what's going on. Like I said, data collection. Like the data, you feel what I'm saying? And let them know that, hey, we represent 26.5 of the population in South Bend. It's 100,000 something people in the city of South Bend. We represent 26.6 of the city. The Hispanic community represents 15.5 of the city. And then the Caucasian community is about 60 something or something like that. Right. And which ones collect more of the resources? You know, the white, Mexican, blacks. Wow. Hispanic, and I salute the shit out of Little Mexico, because the reason why they get more of the benefits is because, you know, they have a united front within their community. Sure. You know what I'm saying? They got an economic status. They have a chamber for Hispanic. You feel for the Hispanic community. We don't have an African American Chamber of Commerce. You feel what I'm saying? So
what's to stop us is the real question.
It is. We won't come together.
Hey, so now speaking on some rap shit though.
Yeah.
You know, we had a little XXL list come out from around our city.
Oh shit.
You know, we had that XXL.
I was on there.
Yeah.
I was actually on there. Yeah, I made it.
How you feeling about
that? I felt like I deserved shit. Finally, these motherfuckers. Like I remember like having to talk my shit a little because motherfuckers wouldn't give me my fucking acknowledgement. Like, oh no, you're an activist. He don't know. I done heard in the streets. He don't know if he want to be a rapper or activist. And then you niggas turn on Tupac. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, let me.
Balance it out.
Like I really hate. Like I put out, like when we was doing New Black Power, I put out a CD called Free Don't Get. You know what I mean? Named after my great granny that was born during slavery and things like that. And shit, I made by what, a band off that bitch in a day. I dropped Free Don't Get. And I dropped a coloring book, an African American coloring book.
You got a coloring book?
Yeah, Black History. It was a limited edition Black History coloring book.
Damn. Where you dropped that?
Man, we dropped it on Martin Luther King Day at the Century Center. You know, like what we gotta understand. You know what I mean? With me and how I was able to have a stable impact around this motherfucker, I always made my shit make sense. I dropped Wake the City Up, the mixtape. We did hella memes for it, all that type of shit on social media. A couple months later, we did Wake the City Up the concert. You know what I'm saying? We did real shit. We dropped the Free Don't Get mixtape with that motherfucker was just so neo soul rock, like, you know, I was on some Kendrick shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? For real. And like we dropped that in the coloring book on Martin Luther King Day and promoted at the Martin Luther King Day celebration. You know what I'm saying? And like, and the fact that we already done did the motherfucking rallies, we done made the connections with the activists and all that. And like, I got, at one point, like, if you look at our rally pictures, it was more white people than it was black people at some of our rallies. You know, and that was another reason why I fell back, because I started feeling a disconnect, and I wasn't doing it for the disconnect. I was doing it to reach my people. Right. So like, so that was making me fall out of love with it. So like, when I did Free Don't Get, I remember sitting in rooms like this, crisscross applesauce, and like, not me, but the white people would be crisscross applesauce, sitting in motherfucking circles and shit, listening to me perform this CD talking about fuck white supremacy, fuck Donald Trump, shoot him, all this extra shit. You feel what I'm saying? And like, they just researching my shit and studying my shit, and they loving it. You know, so like I was able to go to that mode with it, coming from, you know, battle rapping and rapping in the trap, and you know, like when I say Dope Boys was my first motherfuckers that really supported me. Like when I was rapping on the corners, those was the niggas that used to drop 20s in my box, and you know what I mean, stay out the streets, do this rap shit, you gonna blow up. To where I done made it to this point. You feel what I'm saying? Right. And like, I fell back because again, I felt the disconnect. The same motherfuckers that was close to me, or the same people that was listening to the music, you know, they wasn't like, bro, I ain't trying to hear. Go ahead, my fuck. But no, they wasn't trying to hear the conscious shit. They wasn't, you know what I mean? I could see it, you know, a lot of just like even on online, you know, some people wasn't tuning in like that. You know, they want to hear what we hearing now, you know.
Right.
So like, I started being out of tune with myself. You know what I mean? Me being in my 20s and being in the music era, I'm just like, I want to still be able to compete. I still want to be able to, you know what I mean, still be in this game and have an effect. So like, I had to rebrand, retune, and back to your question, I got tired of motherfuckers calling my name, like taking my name.
It's Blue.
Yeah, you got not even that. You got Blue signing Lil Boosie. You got young Blue signing Lil Boosie. I found a female on YouTube by the name of Blue Casey. Yeah, rapping sing.
I think I seen her shit.
You see what I'm saying? Oh damn, my shit ain't bad. I don't want her to get no clout off my name. I inboxed her about it. I'm real stringent about my name. Because I'm named after my daddy. So like, why is you named that? Who the fuck is you? Cause I know my daddy. I know my daddy was on one. You feel me? I know my granddaddy was on one too. So bitch, who is you? And like, you feel what I'm saying? So like, when I'm saying this shit and I inboxed her, I was just like, I said, so about your name? She was like, yeah, I seen your name. I like how your name is Blooders. I'm just like, you know what?
Right now.
Yeah, you know, so like, I changed the name up, you know, and I started seeing you got Blueface, you got another young Blue all the way in Compton. You know, I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna just take the Blue all the way out and we just gonna try Lauren. You know, and like I was going through some real personal shit. You know, you check out Trough Lauren 1, you understand I was going through bad breakups and the dismantling of New Black Power and things like that. So like all of that went into Trough Lauren 1. And that was the first major project of Trap Sauce, and like I said, good marketing. When I dropped Trough Lauren 1, we dropped it at one of the Grab the Mic events.
Okay.
And like the same time I dropped that, one of the artists that was under our camp had just came home from Westville, you know what I mean? And we had him like every show we did that entire weekend for our album release, little promo tour. We had him on the tape and we had him doing every show. So like motherfuckers actually done helped artists and put motherfuckers on, and you know, like not even just like on as far as like something big, but you know, you ain't gotta, you know, start off with rapping in your mama's basement. You got a team behind you. You got somebody that can help push you. You got something where you can at least touch the stage, and you know, it's people that's at Grab the Mic that actually want to see local talent, and it ain't just the nigga that's finna rap right after you.
Right,
sure.
right.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, we made a
right.
big impact around here.
So where can people go at
Trough Lauren.
Value
Trough Lauren 1. We got SoundCloud. Just Google VSOP Trough Lauren, and you know it's gonna be Ralph Lauren at the top. He, you know, Google still figuring out the two. Ralph Lauren gonna be at the top, but you know, Trough Lauren gonna be right underneath that motherfucker though. I'd rather it be that than 5,000 blues.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's still shit.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like that's what I'd rather have. I'd rather Ralph be like, hey young son, look, let me be a Ralph Lauren. I look good. You feel what I'm saying? Let me be this could be a Ralph Lauren tee. This could be a Ralph Lauren tee. You feel what I'm saying? So like yeah, we can rock that out like that, and like instead of just a whole bunch of blues, and you got to figure out which one is actually my shit. So just Google VSOP like the drink, Remy Martin. Shout out to Squad. Shout out Bunker. You know. But that ain't what our shit mean though. It's very strict on paper. But like, when people don't get that, I just be like, look, VSOP like to drink, Ralph Lauren with a T. You know what I mean? Trough Lauren, VSOP, Trough Lauren. Trough Lauren 2 coming out. I got 5 songs on the top of my. So this is the discography of my SoundCloud. We finna move forward to motherfucking like Pandora, not Pandora, but Spotify. Spotify. We finna move to Spotify 2020. But I got a rock and roll song that I own all rights to, a pop song that I own all rights to.
My nigga going hit.
Man, listen. I'm trying to get the bag. Like, we can talk all that rap shit and who hot and who got bars and who capping and who actually came from there. We can talk all that later. Like, I want to go number 1 twice.
Fuck it.
I won't go diamond twice. I want that. What my boy did that. I want to take my chance to hotel room. I want one of them diamond boys in the back of the crib. You feel what I'm saying?
Stick that shit to the
You feel me? I want one of them. So like, we finna focus more on singles instead of like dropping mixtapes. So Trout Flooring 2 is gonna be my project where I talk about a lot of the trauma and what my mind was going through after what happened with me getting shot at the studio and all that type of crazy shit. And
You want
just
to talk about that?
man, that shit just, you know, it was nothing but the devil. It wasn't nothing but the devil trying to stop a nigga grind. You know.
But you pushed through that shit. That's all.
Oh yeah. You know, they hit the, you know, motherfucker hit the studio like 16 times. You know what I mean? That's how I know God real. You know what I mean? Cause like I caught 2 of them motherfuckers, and like on my mama, only reason why I'm here right now is because the skateboard was covering my face a little bit, and the bullet that was aimed from my head ricocheted off the skateboard and hit the wall around me. So like that's what like people be like, why you always talking about it? Cause I got a testimony. That shit was on Mother's Day.
Shit.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I had an interview. Like I just did a show at Cheers, doing 3 singles off my pop CD, and I had an interview at fucking what's the pop radio station? U93. I had an interview for somebody podcast there that same morning. And like was supposed to do photo shoots for people and all that type of shit. Like niggas was working out of that whole shop, and like that's why I said it was nothing but the devil. But God had my back. You know what I mean? I had to. I literally crawled up some stairs. You know what I mean? By myself. My camp was all upstairs, sleep. You know, I'm downstairs in the studio working.
Right.
You feel me? I hear a knock on the door. I'm thinking it's on the window. I'm thinking it's one of our artists. You know, I come upstairs and like and it's some bullshit. And like all I seen in my head just said nigga get down. All I seen was somebody walking towards the window shooting. I ain't seen no faces. I ain't seen nothing. All I could see was a gun aimed towards my way. And like
that was some scary shit.
man, it wasn't it was just my adrenaline was rushing. You know what I mean? And like I heard the table snap, I heard my feet collapse a little bit. I ain't feel when I got shot up here, but like it was just going crazy. Like people asked me, do it hurt? And I was like, I ain't feel it. You know what I mean?
What's going on? So you trying to move around?
All I seen was when I turned around and like my eyes was closed. I had my head and my arms right there. When I turned around, all I could see was motherfucking like holes in the wall and motherfucking dust and gun smoke all in the air. And everything was moving fast, but moving slow, but moving fast. And I just knew that I wasn't hitting nowhere vital.
Right.
I still had full consciousness in my body. I still, you know, I felt some air in my body, you know what I mean? And I knew I was bleeding, but I knew I could move around. And I can get up.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
You here for a motherfucking reason, my nigga. For real. For sure. That's blessings, man.
Oh yeah.
Still here to talk about
Oh
it,
yeah. And that's why like Trout Flooring 2 is like one of my last projects. As far as like a project, I felt like this is my last. Like I've been trying since coming back from Atlanta. I've been trying to build my catalog up. The label told me that I need to build a buzz. So like, you know, it might not be, oh, I'm going viral, million fans, but we got something to actually stand on compared to when I was in Atlanta 17. And niggas was fresh off the block. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't have a video, ain't have nothing. Now I done been on World Star. Now I've been nominated for awards. Now, you know what I mean? I done been on CNN. I done been on Times Magazine before the Eric Logan. Like this, like we made time in NY, New York Times, Washington Post before the Eric Logan situation happened. That's why when CNN came to town, they called me. I ain't give them my number. They found my house number, and then my mama, you know, my phone was in my back pocket when I got shot. So it got hit a little bit too. So I was out of the phone for a little bit. I was out of commission, and I had my mom phone next to me, and she woke me up. I'm on the couch. She like, CNN finna call you on your phone, on my phone. So CNN, I'm like, CNN ain't finna call me.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep.
All right.
Phone rang 2 minutes later. California. And we do that interview and stuff like that. So like.
So where'd you have to go to do that interview?
Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, Notre Dame.
Media area.
Yeah, little media area part. And like that's why when they asked me about my shooting, I couldn't get in no conversation. Cause they just like at first when I first heard it, I'm thinking, were you shot? I'm thinking they talking about the town hall meeting, which is why they called me, which was to talk about the town hall that happened at Washington High School, in which, you know, a lot of our supporters turned up and made a ruckus there. I tried to be as diplomatic as possible.
You gotta remember, man, that big time media, man, them motherfuckers is dirty.
Yeah, when they
gonna
since
we got you on the phone, when you just shot.
Man, yeah, you feel me? You feel what I'm saying? And like I didn't when she said that, I thought she said, "Were you shocked?" And I said, "No, I walked out," which is what happened at the town hall. I walked out of the town hall because it was from what I was hearing, it was regurgitated shit from 2016 that we just protested, and y'all telling us follow the process, go to the meetings, go to this and that. We did. We occupied y'all shit.
Right. It was pretty much a miscommunication thing.
Yeah.
Where you thought they said shot.
Yeah. She said, "Were you shot?" And when I heard it again in my head, because you know I got anxiety and all that extra shit, so like I didn't take my medicine, you know. And I heard it and I relapsed again, and I said, "Oh no, we ain't finna talk about that on national TV." so me consistently, my mama, you know, she raised me with good diction, and I said, "Yes, ma'am." Yes, ma'am. I was shot. Yes, ma'am. Smile real good. Can we keep it fucking going? Can we keep it going? We not finna talk. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what we gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about the statistics in South Bend. We're gonna talk about the culture in South Bend. I'm gonna name every side of town in South Bend and tell you it's a lot of good things in South Bend that don't get talked about.
Sure.
But because this tragic situation happens in South Bend and our mayor happened to be running for president, this is what's going on in South Bend, and y'all happen to catch the glimpse to it. And then they hit me with the bullshit question: do you support Pete Buttigieg or not? And I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence because I know what this shit could do for the city and what it looked like and what and the recognition our city is getting right now. But I done seen, you know, my man's not stand on shit when it was time to stand on shit in the heart of trying to look politically correct. And sometimes you gotta say fuck being politically correct, and you gotta stand on shit when you see corruption in your city.
And if you can't do that in your own city, then you don't feel like he can do that as a president?
Man, here you go with them CNN type questions.
I'm just trying to get you
No. That one right there, the truth is in the pudding with that one. Good leadership shows itself. You know what I mean? So like, but I also know that like, I know the stipulations of shit that motherfuckers can and can't do. You know what I mean? And like, and shit that like, I know a lot of politicians get blamed for shit that ain't their fault. We got people blaming Trump for the black struggle like we ain't been struggling for 400 years around this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like you got people
just feels like that new leader can do something.
Yeah. You feel you got people.
Been in the hole.
Yeah, you got people blaming Trump, blaming Pete for the violence in the community when they ain't trying to do shit to stop it they damn self.
It was like that before he was married.
Come on, exactly. A lot of the shit.
Yeah, Steve Licky.
A lot of the beef is inherited. You know what I'm saying? So like, let's really talk about some shit. So like, people, what I've been saying, coining a lot is a lot of people just want to be mad and just want to point something to be mad about and point at. But sometimes you got to get inside of the system and look inside of the boats and how this bitch work, so you can make it work in your favor and work for the favor of your people. So like that's where we've been trying to move at a lot, and I'm still getting, you know, little small attacks here and there, and people try to talk about, you know, the city done gave you a position to shut you up and watch how you moving and all this and that. And I'm just like, my integrity is always in my shit. My shit right here on my sleeve. I'm an independent minority contractor. you know, the Brian Allen situation that he's going through right now with Comcast is because Comcast trying to take a clause out of the Constitution that says that there's a certain amount of government and city contracts that's supposed to go to people. You feel what I'm saying? The business contract is supposed to go to a certain amount of your company. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To a certain amount of minorities for the shit to be fair. And like Comcast not doing that. And you got motherfucking companies, TV production companies that won't work with black people that's trying to buy in or trying to leverage up, but instead they'll go create material and productions that's targeting black people. So now these people are controlling what we see and how we imagine ourselves. And like, you know, he sued them. From my understanding, he sued them. But Comcast and the government or the Supreme Court that's under Donald Trump want to go back in and look at this shit and basically like, shit, can we revise it or take it out completely? And that's what that whole thing about. And a lot of people like, that's some Hollywood shit, but that's the reason why there's a company like mine that exists inside the city of South Bend. Now, even though we 4 months in, you feel what I'm saying? Even at the bottom, that still has an effect on my shit, because who's to say that the next motherfucker that's in there and come in and they got their administration is the win, right, and they say, no, we don't want to work with him because X, Y, Z, and Z, and he's also black. I got a pass and a you know, sadly a bad reputation. Motherfucker said I'm a street thug. I'm a wannabe rapper. I was a Crip that got shot by Bloods. All this weird extra shit on social media. You feel what I'm saying? And like, I'm a BIE, Black Identity Extremist. People can say all this weird ass shit about me on social media, and I couldn't get no business. But because of this clause, and because I can actually walk into a room and talk like this, and elaborate, and actually know what I'm talking about certain shit, right, and present something on time, and to people liking, and I'm gonna go my all about some shit like it's my own shit, because I can do that. I'm able to do business. I'm able to get money, and I'm able to be an actual business and build on top of that, you know, and level up. So like, that's why people see me now and I be dressed up, and you don't see so much of the trap material so much right now, because right now I'm trying to make it to where I can officially sign myself to Trap Sauce as an artist. And we went through a year of just, let's see if this actually gonna work. Right. Let's see if this gonna actually build. Let's see if this gonna actually be something that's impactful. And when it became that, shit happened. That's life, you know? So like, now that we have this limited liability partnership with the state of Indiana, we LLP, we working on getting our shit, business accounts and shit, so we can be tax write-off with our shit. It can make sense when we go buy a beat, go get a video from Jimmy Ball, and then write that shit off, and everything makes sense. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So what we finna do is sign myself to Trap Sauce, and then sign Trap Sauce over. We've got as a partnership and with not Community Prime, but Killing the Beat, which is Kyle Bishop, handles our music publishing and things like that, and Orozco Media, which was Michigan Street, where we was housing everything out like that, partner that in with each other, and then sign that over to Community Prime as clients. So, and since you feel what I'm saying, and rock it out like that, and like shit, that's leverage for when we go talk to another label. Right. And like, there's 3 things everybody talk about. I don't want to overtalk you. I'm high, man. I talk for days. But no, it's three deals that you can get: traditional deal, a 360 deal, and a joint venture deal. Joint venture deal is what Nipsey had, rest in peace, with Atlantic Records. You feel what I'm saying? So with his shit in Atlantic Records. And then 360 deal, we all know what a 360 deal is. They own a bit of your distribution, your material, your production, and all this extra shit. And then you got the traditional record deal, which is on YouTube. How they broke it down was a traditional record deal. Your shit can sell 10 million. You feel what I'm saying? By the time they break it down from your manager, the label, the recruitments, the lawyers, taxes, motherfuckers walking out that bitch 250. That's why you see shit like where my boy rock star dude would that be dressing feminine a little bit. Dex? Not Dex. I went to school with Dex. But motherfucking Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert. Y'all remember when Uzi Vert was going? Remember when Uzi was going through his shit? When he ain't recruit back when he thought he was gonna recruit back? That's what that shit is. So like, what my company and position is, long as our shit look presentable, as we're able to present it to the table and say that we do have a team. We do have a team that focus on audio production and focus on visuals and focus on branding and all this type of shit. And as we're able to present that to an actual major label, we can say we want to be a joint venture partnership with y'all. We need y'all to partner with us to basically give us a bigger platform and a bigger distribution. But outside of that, we going to be the label.
Right.
We gonna work our own shit, call y'all to say, hey, so we need this radio, we need this show, we need this, that, and that. We need to be on this showcase, we need to be on this market, and we gonna make the phone calls to do the shit. Y'all just give us the book. That's all we need to do. And that's no different than me making the poll, going through the different county divisions and figuring out, hey, do you want to work at this situation to work the polls for the election day? That's no different from me making the same type of situation with a record label and saying, I got this album I want to do with y'all and this project I want to do with y'all and let's make this happen and let's make this money. We estimate to do this. You know what I mean? So like that's really the momentum that we really trying to build with and just get to that point right there. And just, it's business is deeper than rap. A lot of this I learned through activism. I learned through politics.
Well, I think we covered everything.
We covered everything.
A lot of
we
shit.
got a lot of
shit, man.
Yeah.
So, man, at the end of them, I want you to be able to shout out all your motherfucking platforms where everybody can catch you at, man. Where can they get your shit at? Where can they get some trap songs? Where can they get the blue?
Man, just hit me on.
The Trout Lauren. Where can they get the volume?
Man, hit me on Facebook, man. Blue Casey is shit. I got the Grab the Mic 5. Make sure y'all come out to that December 15th. Grab the Mic 5 at McCormick's. We back linked in with them, handling shit, making shit go down with them. I got everybody on there. Hotlines, Cutthroat, fucking Sleepy Bag Boy, fucking man. Y'all know how we do. We fill the roster up with that motherfucker. So December 15th, that's going down. Shit, we got the book. I'm a brand ambassador of a company called MoneyGram Conglomerate. They partner with Community Prime, which we basically doing cash raffles. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, cash raffle type parties and trying to get back to the community and also let people win some free money. For sure. You know what I mean? So
free money.
Yeah. Free I mean, shit. You gotta still pay in for the raffle, but you make your money back. You know what I mean? It's like $2. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? It's like $2 for a chance to win 50, $5 for a chance to win 100, $10 for a chance to win 200. You know what I mean? Real simple. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like shit, real simple shit, and the money that's going into the drawing. I mean, the raffles don't we don't count none of the raffles unless it get purchased. So like that's the only it's not like your shit in a raffle with a bunch of other raffles that you feel what I'm saying? Like these are raffles of people who purchased into this situation. So it's a bigger chance of you winning. You feel what I'm saying? We're going to start throwing parties like this in 2020 and shit like that. So like when I say it's a lot of redevelopment and things going on, like we actually trying to rebuild and come back major in a major way. Because on my mama, we had the motherfucking wave at one point. I'm talking Project X parties, club parties every weekend. The club was at the motherfucking building because the front part used to be a liquor store. Man, we was in that bitch going live on my mama. So Trap Sauce will be back. You feel me? We coming back and we want everything that we had and more.
Respect, I'll stay tuned with my mans, man. Well, it's been one, you know what I'm saying? I am your boy Mike G. That's my boy Leroy. That's my boy Del Cott.
The VSOP Trout Lauren. Check them out. Blue Casey.
Hey, all I need y'all to do is go like, subscribe. I'm stuttering on my shit. Like, subscribe, and go motherfucking share all content that you like on his page and on our page. We on YouTube. We on Twitter. We on fucking Facebook, we on fucking Instagram.
We on the TV behind us. Come on,
all that. I had to get some shit off my chest, man. Motherfuckers don't be understanding.
We let that man go ahead and vent.
We do that work. We do that work. Bro. Whether you hate me or love me, you gotta respect me at the end of the day, because I do this work and I could have been doing anything else as a black youth in my generation. Wow. I could have been doing a lot of other shit, bro.
Man.
You did.